to QAvalidation.com. So in our Java for QA video series, the next topic is data abstraction. Okay, so this is again one of the concept of the object-oriented programming. So in our previous video, we have seen one concept of the object-oriented programming, that is inheritance, and the next topic is abstraction. Now, what is exactly an abstraction? So abstraction, as you can see, is the method of hiding the implementation and showing only the functionalities of a product or a software. Okay, so the logic behind the data abstraction is to provide a certain rules or a guidelines to build a product, okay, or a standardized product. So in this picture or in this example, you know only how to drive a car and how the car actually looks like and what and all the what you call behaviors are there. Like you can open the car, you can sit on the seat, and the wheels will rotate once you start the vehicle. So these are the functionalities. So you know the functionality, but you don't know how they are implemented. Okay, so that is nothing but your abstraction. Abstraction we call basically, right, a product abstraction, abstract layer. It means that just the blueprint of the product. So the data abstraction provides that blueprint of that product or the software. Okay, so now this data abstraction basically divided into two types. One is your interface and abstract. Okay, so let's see what is exactly an abstract is. Okay, so abstract class will have mix of implemented and also the unimplemented methods. Okay, so it will give you basic guidelines, and with that even certain guidelines it will show you the implementation as well. So it's kind of a hybrid of your implemented and non-implemented methods. Okay, and the syntax for this is that, so you know how to declare a class name. So for a abstract, you need to just append a keyword that is called as abstract. Okay. Now, abstract class may or may not contain abstract methods. Now, what is exactly an abstract method? Abstract method always relates to your unimplemented methods. Okay. So in this right hand side picture, you can see the calc area. So that is basically your unimplemented method, because as you can see, calc area, and then there is a function sign that is opening and closing bracket, and then directly semicolon is there. It means that it is not yet implemented. But if you see the disp, that is there is some logic written for that disp. So you can see it is a mix of your implemented and unimplemented methods. Okay, so now let's say the fourth point. It says that if at least one method is abstract, then the class should be declared as abstract. Now what it says, so in your normal class, all the methods were implemented for a class. Like if you declare a normal class and methods, all the method have their own definitions. But let's say in one of them, so one, at least one method don't have the implementation, then that normal class should be declared as a abstract class. Okay, now the next point, cannot create an object of an abstract class. It means that you cannot create an object like we used to do, right? Class cl equal to new class. So for an abstract you can't do, because it cannot have the implemented and unimplemented method. So that's why you cannot what you call create a class, or create an object of that. Okay, so child class that inherit the abstract class with all the abstract methods should implement that. Now what it says, now if you're not understanding that particular line, let me make you understand by looking at the picture here on this side. So here now what it says, if any one of them is a non-implemented class or an unimplemented class, if any one of the child class is inheriting, it means that extending that abstract class, then it has to implement this one. Okay, so basically your blue square is your an abstract class, and these orange boxes are basically your child classes or a concrete class. Okay, so if I'm inheriting the abstract class, I have to implement all the unimplemented methods. Okay, so that is what it is telling. Abstract class can have constructors. So as a normal class, these abstract classes can have its own constructor also. Okay, so that is all about your abstract class. Now let's see how we can implement an abstract class and inherit the properties of the abstract class into a normal class. Okay, so be it your abstract or an interface, it has to be inherited. So some class should inherit the properties or else it is valueless. Okay, so why? Because if I just give you this class, you cannot do anything because calc area don't have anything. So what exactly it will do the function? So there is no logic written. So that's why you have to inherit that. So let's see that in action. Okay, so let me create one new class or new package, let's say. So I will say that abstraction, let's say that. Okay, make it as a small letter. Okay, so here let's say that I'll create a class here. Let's say I'll give this class as a shape. Okay, and here I'm not going to put the main method. Okay, so here what I will do, um, so what a shape can have, so basically it can have a color. Okay, so let's say color. Okay, oh, I will do one thing, I won't mention anything. So here it is abstract, right? So I need to give the keyword as abstract. Okay, so so here let me create now a string, let's say color. Okay, and here let's put like this, and let's put this, and it says that you can have a constructor as well. Okay, so here I'll accept this, sorry, so save, let's say string color, and here if I implement this dot color equal to color. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is my constructor. Okay, so now here what I will do, so if you see this one, so it has a calc area, so I won't implement this, and yeah, I'll do one thing here, I'll put it as double so that it can return some value from there. Okay, so here now what the error says that if you are not implementing this method, you have to give that method as abstract. So you need to declare that method as abstract. That's what it is telling. If you are implementing, then you need not to do anything. Now the next is that display. So let's say display area. I'll mention like this, and then I have to implement this. Okay, so here I will say void. Okay, so here what I will do one more thing. So let's say I'll put here area, and I'll make it as a double. Fine. Okay. So here what I will do, I'll accept this area. Okay. And here I'll put the implementation. So let's say here and area plus. So here I'll put this dot area. Okay, and here what I will do, this dot area equal to area. Fine. Okay, so because a calculate area will be different, because I mean different shape will have their own calculation, but displaying that area will be common. They have to just display the value only, and color will be same for all the shapes. Okay, so that's why I put this calculate area as a unimplemented method. Now why I'm making, because so that the child classes who will inherit this abstract class, they have to implement this one. That is the rule, right? So let me go here and then create a class, let's say that a circle. Okay, and here I will say that, so here what I will do, I'll extend that one, extends my shape. Okay, now it will throw me one error. Now what is that error? Let's see. It says that add a constructor to circle string. Okay, so that is one thing. And then what it says, add all unimplemented method, because the rule says if one of the method is abstract, you have to implement that unimplemented method. So it is automatically giving me one keyword as override. So this we will see in our polymorphism concept. Okay, so now here what I will do, I'll send a color here. So what I will do here, so here what I will do, SYSO, I'll display that color as well. Okay, so color of color is, let's say, only this much. Okay, and this should be my color, right? Okay, I'll do one thing here. I'll implement here itself only this one. So what I will say, color of shape is, let's say, this dot color. Okay, fine. So I need not to write this one here. I'll just call that. Okay, fine. So as soon as I will create an object of this circle, what it will do, it will automatically print that color itself. So I think I don't need this one, so let's not implement this one. Fine, prepare one double, let's say, area. Okay, so here what I will do, so area equal to, I'll mention as so circle area is pi r square, right? So what I will do here, I'll create another variable pi. I'll do here 3.1.4. Okay, so here then, and I'll create another one, double radius. Okay, so here pi multiplied by radius multiplied by radius. Okay, fine, and then return that area, return area. Okay, okay, so here what I will do, I'll put a main method, and here what I will do, and here, so circle equal to new circle. In this I need to put a color, so let's say that color is green. Okay, so here, and then circle dot radius, let's say equal to 5. Okay, and here what I will do, then I'll run that calculate area. So circle dot calculate area. Okay, and then circle dot display. Okay, I will have a display area. Now here I'm sending this one actually, so I'll send this one, circle dot radius. Okay, I'll do one thing, I'll return this one actually there, here to here. Fine. Okay, now let's run it and see if it is working or not. Okay, so color of shape is green and area is 78.5. Okay, now see what actually I have done. So as a normal class, if you see normal inheritance, I have done everything as a normal inheritance, only the change is this one. Okay, calculate area, what I did, I put here actually that one. So whatever it is there unimplemented, that I have implemented here. Now the same thing quickly, what I will do, I'll take another class. Let's say this will be my rectangle. Okay, and here let's put main method. Same thing, extends. This is shape, right? Now let me, so here it will throw different errors. So one is add the constructor. Oops. Okay, and then put all unimplemented methods. So let me, for quick access, let me copy paste this much, and I will change that here. Okay, just observe that I'll do here. So here what I'm doing, So here this should be rectangle because I have to create a constructor, right? And leave as it is. Here it's not radius, it's length, and then there should be another one, breadth. Okay, fine. Okay, so here what I will do, so here calculate area, how it is. So there is no concept of pi now. Okay, so here what I can do, length, and then I'm just editing that circle with my rectangle area. Okay, so here everything will be my rectangle. So here what I will do, so here let's say rectangle, and here let's put it as red just for a change. So here this should be my rect dot length. Now I have to provide the length, let's say 5 only, and then rect dot breadth. So breadth equal to what I can call even a function. I can put a method here which will accept two parameters, length and breadth also. So just for example purpose, I'm showing this one. Now here rect dot, and here rect dot calc area. Fine. So let's see if it is working fine or not. So color of shape is red and area is 50 because 10 multiplied by 5, that is 50. So like that. So I mean, how many shapes you have, you can just utilize this shape, I mean display area, and then you can implement your own logic for this calculate area. Okay, so that's all about your abstract. Okay, so now the next thing is your interface. Now interface again, it's same as your abstract, but there is a little bit change than your class and a normal abstract. Now let's see that one by one. Interface should have all unimplemented methods. Now what it says that uh, so there in your abstract it will be combination of your implemented and unimplemented, but here only unimplemented. So that's why if you see here everything is semicolon ended, so there is no logic written for this. Now the syntax is interface name, so there is no class concept here. Okay, all the methods in the interface are by default as abstract. So here we have mentioned explicitly these things as abstract, right? If there is no implementation, but here because all the methods are unimplemented, so abstract keyword is not required, because by default the methods that are written inside interface will be abstract only. And so again another point is says that cannot create an object of an interface the same way because there is no implementation, so I cannot call. So because objects are basically created to play with your methods and fields, right, or the variables, but here there is no logic, so I cannot create the instance or an object of an interface. All the fields of the interface must be declared as static and final. So here if you see, we have declared as a normal variables only, these are like your class only, but here you can't declare those things. If you want to declare, these things will be by default public static final, you cannot change the value of those variables. Okay, an interface is implemented by a class, an interface is extended by multiple interface. Now what it says, if you have an interface, so this is nothing but my interface and these are my child classes, so these classes will implement it. Okay, so there in abstract they extend that, but here they implement that. But there is again another thing, let me show you that. So here what it is telling, if you have, let's say, interface, okay, interface 1, let's say this is my parent interface, now this is my interface, let's say child. Now this will extend, actually here this will extend here, got that logic? So here if it is interface to interface, they will extend it. If it is abstract, so even so, okay, let's say that I have interface 1 which is there is no implemented methods, and there is again another interface that can extend it like as a normal inheritance only. That's what it is telling. An interface can be extended by multiple interfaces. Okay, but if there is an abstract or a class, so let's say there is a class. Okay, so these things, abstract and class, will always implement it. Okay, so here actually what it is here, like this. So let's say if you have like this one, so this will implement. So class will always implement your interface, and here it will extend. Okay, because why it is extend, I'll tell you. Because here it is abstract, right? So here, so let's say there are five methods are there for this which are unimplemented. Even abstract will have all the unimplemented methods also, but with a condition, whatever the five methods are there, everything you put it as a abstract keyword only. That's why it is extend. But here, because this is a class and this cannot have your unimplemented methods, that's why it has to implement and put all the unimplemented methods as implemented. So here, as you can see, the interface, these two are implementing. So let's put that in action. So here what it is, so I'll copy paste these three and I will create my own. It's very simple. I'll just do one thing. So let's delete this extra one. Where is delete? Okay. So here what I will do, I'll create another package. Let's say interface. Okay, sorry. Interface example. Fine. Okay. So here what I will do, let's first copy this shape. I'll use the same example only because it is easy to understand what we are doing here. Okay. So here, now here it says that there should not be any implemented methods. So and make sure that they don't have any constructors. So let's delete this. Okay, and there should not be any implemented methods. So there should not be any curly braces. It should be like this only. Okay, and there is no implementation, so I need not to give. And okay, I need to change here to make everything. So let's say interface save. Okay, fine. Now here let's say, okay, I'll make it as double only, and because there is no requirement for the, so here calculate area, display area. So now I should implement the calculate area and display area. Maybe I can do one more here, void, or else I'll do one thing, string get color. Okay, get color. So let's say like that. Okay, and here what I will do, void display color. Okay, so I need to implement all these four methods into my class actually. Okay, so again the same thing. Let me do one thing. Copy this class here so that I can edit it to my requirement. Now here it should be implements. Okay, now implements save and okay, now what it is telling, add. Okay, I'll do one thing before proceeding. I'll delete all these things so that I can get it fresh. Okay, and this one as well delete so we can do it. Okay, now see, it's a fresh class. It says that all the unimplemented methods, now you can see everything got implemented. So all these four functions, methods, I need to implement it. So first thing, now I need to calculate the area. So quickly let's copy paste from here. Now what is the area? Here I need to declare all these things to my this circle. Okay, so here what I will do, return area actually. Okay, and here what I will do, that area equal to, I won't accept anything because I'll directly put it into this only. So here what I will do, so here area equal to pi multiplied by radius multiplied by radius. Fine. So I'm done with my first implementation. And let's cut this one from here. Okay, so now you can see. So now get color. Now get color, I'll put it as like this. Let's say return green. Okay, and here display color, nothing. Simple logic, put it like this. And here I'll just call this get color method. Get color. Okay, like this. And here it should be capital G. Fine. Okay, so now here display area again here system.println, and here what is this? So I need to call this only. So calculate area. Fine. So I have implemented. Now you can see all the errors are gone. So now here what I will do, I'll copy. Okay, now I'll create one class of this circle. Circle equal to new circle. Okay, so circle dot radius. I need to enter some value here, right? So let's say 4. Now here I'll call one by one all the methods. Circle dot display color, then circle dot display area. Fine. I think did I call all this? Okay, I need to call this get color also. Okay, so circle dot get color. Okay, even this get color and display color, I can put it into one, but just for what do you call understanding purpose, I have added some more methods. Okay, so let's run this. So you can see okay, I didn't mention anything. I should have mentioned color of the shape is green and area should be, but this is the concept actually here. So here it should have all unimplemented methods only, and those things you need to get it implemented into your child class, and you need to use implements as a keyword if you are getting the inheriting the properties of your or the methods of your interface. Okay, so that is all about your interface. Even so you can try with the rectangle. Okay, so you can use the same rectangle, and here what you can do, you have to pass the length and breadth of that rectangle, and you can call those things so that you can try it yourself. So take this shape as a guideline or rules for your interface shape, and then implement that into a rectangle.java and do it yourself, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so that is all about your interface and your abstract. So the only basic idea or the basic advantage of this is to provide certain guidelines so that everybody can use. And another thing is that you can reuse these methods. So that what happens, so I'll give you another example which will make you more clarity actually. So let's talk about a bank account. Okay, so a bank account should have like what and all, your customer name, your account number, and they should have some balance. And so these are the three main basic things: customer name, account number, balance, and also they should have withdrawal and deposit. Okay, so these are basically 4 to 5 what do you call functionalities of a bank. So whichever bank is coming new to market, they have to implement all these rules actually for their bank. So what happens? They prepared one. So let's say RBI prepared one interface with these many functionalities. Now whoever bank, let's say HDFC or ICICI and Citibank, so those banks will implement these what do you call unimplemented methods, and they will take to their own program and they will implement all these things. Okay, so that is what you call the real-time example of your interface. And if it is abstract, so they provide basic with the guidelines, they will provide few implementation also. No, you have to do like this. So these are the functionalities in that this particular functionality should be implemented in this way. You cannot change it your way. So that is what you call interface and abstract. Okay, one more thing here is that whatever the override you are doing, the concept says that the signature of this method should be same as the signature of your this what do you call this interface method. It means that if the return type is a string, then it has to be string only. You cannot change. So let's say if I make it as int, it will throw me error. Let's see what error it is showing. So here it is telling leave about the first one. Second one, change return type of implemented get color, because it is implemented. So you have to follow the guideline that is provided into your parent class. So that is what the signature has to be same. So this is nothing but your method overriding that we will see in our next video topics, that is polymorphism. Okay, so that's all about your interface and abstract. So we'll see some more topics in our next video series. So stay tuned and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.